lettuce leaf looking like lettuce leaf right now. Yeah, stay tuned as I share reason why. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Several things have actually changed since the last time I spoke to you. One, I have actually removed the pipings that actually gauge the water. Alright, I've taken them out, right, on both sides. I've allowed the water to flow freely within the space. That means the entire space is always moist with the media, of course, and the plants are loving it. Okay, so a few days ago I shared with you a concern of mine personally, whether or not these lettuce plants were duds. I mean, like, they really look skinny, right? And the reason why these are bending down like that, and you see some leaves stretching all over the place, it's because we have been experiencing high temperature, and during the peak of the high temperature during the days, the plants actually um, you know go down, like the leaves like go down like this. What I discovered is that with the planter bed continuously being moist, I have you know small cases of that. It's not done. One of the problem in which I have when the pipe thing is not on. Um, you have you don't have much cases of that, and so the leaves are actually going up now. Hopefully, I this plant will look a little bit better in the near future. I have actually probably I might even just clip them and throw them out and allow some small ones in which I planted to just come up looking a little bit better. But this is not for looks. This is actually something I'm doing for my own benefit. Alright, I'm checking the leaf. Every morning I have to check the leaf, guys. Okay, so I was wondering whether or not the leaves is an indication that something is wrong with the planter bed. But after a few days, they look really skinny like this. I was wondering whether or not something was wrong with them. But after a few days, I realized that the leaves are beginning to look like lettuce. Right? Yeah, these leaves are going to be clipped off. This is one of the first lettuce that I planted. Right? It's looking good. However, I can clip off on one leaf and make a burger sandwich. Right? And this is another leaf that looked skinny the other day. And still have some that looking skinny, but they are actually getting larger. I've actually dropped in a few lettuce seeds in between. I might, for aesthetics look, I don't like it when they are looking like this. So I might, depending on how they grow, I might just take out the ones that are not looking really that hot, and allow the smaller ones to go up with much care, because I have actually learned a lot from this, guys. I have actually learned a lot. I have made a lot of mistakes. I have made a lot of blunder, and as a result of recalibrating and returning back to the drawing board, I have been able to correct the errors. For example, when I first sprayed the natural pesticide on the leaf, and the outer part of the leaf started to become white, remaining with the middle piece being green, I went back and I actually added more water, reblend the entire thing, and I have been spraying from then. And as you can see, guys, none of the leaves that are in the space are actually having the same white edges and green middle. right? So I have actually been learning, and this is one aspect of this aquaponics series that I think is very good, not only for me but for those persons wishing to do aquaponics. You can watch a 20 minutes video, a 30 minutes video, even a 1 hour video, which teaches you how to do aquaponics from setup, all of the steps until and show you how it is done, right? But if you're not meticulous in different sections of the aquaponics, you will actually lose your way and you'll be confused, and you'll be back on YouTube or back on social media or on the internet trying to find solution for an issue that if you had spent time to watch my series, one video at a time, sharing regardless of it being 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes long, you would have actually learned something. Okay, so what I have actually discovered is that allowing the water to actually flow within the bed is a good thing. Whilst some plants might rot when it have excess water, lettuce does okay. The thing is, once the lettuce is like up like this, right? Once lettuce is up like this and the root is in, the root can be submerged in water for a prolonged period of time, and there is no issue. However, if you allow the water to ride up to, let's say, a part of the leaf or above the root, what will happen is that the lettuce itself will rot, and so you'll always have the lettuce roots submerged in water with the rest of the leaf or with the rest of the plant outside of the water. And you'll find that what you find when you do that is that your lettuce actually grow. I planted these seeds 2 days ago. 2 days ago I planted these seeds, right? I just dropped them on the top of the water, well, at the top of the moist area, and they are growing, guys. Yeah, so chances are these small seeds that you see growing, right, these small seeds that you see growing, I might just take out the ones that are looking lethargic, lying down on the side and pushing up new leaf on the side. I might clip those and allow the smaller ones to come up, and so as to have a nicer aesthetic look as far as this planter bed is concerned. But this planter bed is doing okay. I had shown you in a video before that this one is lying down on its side, and as a result the leaves are now turning upward. I don't like that, and as a result of that, this plant, these two plants over here, well, this plant over here is being prevented from actually receiving the early morning sun. Okay, so as I talk about sun, this is another thing that I need to share with you. Now, lettuce, I shared it to you in the last video that lettuce loves water, and I showed it a few minutes ago, right? They love water, but in addition to the water, guys, they should be offered the opportunity to have at least 5 hours worth of sunshine. Now, what I normally do during the course of the day is to cover these planter beds with this thing. I don't know how it's going to work out when I'm back at work, because summer holiday, school is on break. But I normally, this thing I go turn over with me. Alright, I normally just cover it over like this during the course of the day, right? But I guess by the time 4 weeks, they will look a little bit more stronger and be able to find their way. But I find that when I allow them to be like this until probably the midday sun, and then I cover them, the growth rate is a little bit better. The sunshine allows the plants to produce, I call it the photosynthesis process. I'm not a biology teacher, guys, a science teacher. Photosynthesis is allowed, and the green filament, what do you call it? The green leaf, right, is indication that food is being produced, right? So as a result, the plant is actually growing. As you can see with this lettuce, I can probably clip off 1 leaf or 2 leaves and put in a sandwich and consume. I might do that in the next couple of days, so you might see a video on that. But as far as the leaves are concerned, leaves are getting bigger, And one of the reasons, one of the rationale that best explains the leaf getting bigger, because it's the same condition, same solids from the fish that is actually coming up to nutrify the space, is that they are receiving constant water flow at the same pressure. That means the container is not being gauged by a valve, and also they are receiving. By the way, in the night I normally cover it also. I normally cover the planter bed with this thing, right? And the reason why I cover it in the night is because I don't want rain to fall. Remembering the last batch in which I had, I don't want rain to fall, and whenever rain fall in a lettuce bed, although they might look so flexible coming down and going up, but if they do get a like a little jerking, it will pop. So heavy rainfall will actually destroy the lettuce bed, right? So I was afraid of that happening. But being it that we are in a drought and in the night a little bit cooler and there are no expected rains in the night, I just allow it to be up, and I realize that the lettuce are doing much better being up, right? So right now leaves are getting, yeah, this is how skinny it was, and then after a few days of doing what I'm doing, the leaves start to get like this, right? Skinny like this, guys. So you know, each of them is gradually coming into, you know, looking like a lettuce. Over on this side, however, I'm still not sure what to do, but we get there, right? Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.